Hello, ladies. Welcome to another workshop. And yes, this one is for ladies specifically. As you can see, it's called Heal Your Feminine Energy with Psilocybin. All of my workshops are inspired by my clients. So this particular one is for the ladies that I work with. There's a lot of women that need to heal their feminine energy in order to be happy or to meet the love of their life or to be happy in their relationship, but they don't really know about it. So this is where I'm here, is to show you how to do it and how to even identify if that needs to be done. And psilocybin here is the tool, because that's all my workshops are about. Psilocybin, obviously, but I'm combining all the knowledge that I gained during my years of darkness and suffering. Because when I'm depressed and I'm going through something, books, reading lots and lots of books and just learning, that's my therapy. And also obviously life experience. And you guys know that I healed myself and my twin flame with psilocybin. We are together now, and that's why we feel like this is we know it's our mission to help other people. All right, so for this particular workshop, I will talk about myself a little bit because it's important. So I am a special education teacher, just resigned from the Department of Education because I had my spiritual awakening and I was able to see through all the disgusting, horrific things that are happening in the school. I simply couldn't handle it mentally, so I left. But luckily, during all of my years, I learned how to create curriculum. So special education means that I would take regular gen ed curriculum and I would recreate it for special education students, meaning I would make it very simple, very easily understandable, with lots of visuals, etc., and simple vocabulary. So now this skill comes in very handy because I can take all of this information, years of reading books, and I can just put it into a simple presentation for the people to understand simple terms. Now, my story began when I met my twin flame. Well, my story began when I was born, obviously, but this story began when I met my twin flame about 3 years ago. And that's when all the suffering began and the dark night of the soul. If you are a twin, you know that that's one of the ways to have a spiritual awakening. It's not an easy way. It is a very brutal, very painful way to wake up spiritually, is through your twin flame journey. Now, because of all the suffering and misery that both of us went through for about 2.5 years, psilocybin was able to heal our connection. But it started with me. As a divine feminine, I was able to heal myself. And I had a twin flame coach. And I'll be honest with you guys, I did not want to hear what she was saying. I wanted to only listen to myself. But now the time passed and I realized that she was correct. And that's why I'm going to do this presentation just as a resource so you guys have access to it. Whether you believe me or not, maybe later on something will click and you'll see that I was indeed correct. I became a microdosing coach and I also have a podcast. It's called Healing with Magic. That's the first season. My twin and I just started a second season. It's called A Journey to Love. And it's both of us are hosting it, and we're talking about our twin flame journey and about psilocybin and other psychedelics and how they can help you and how they helped us. Okay, so feminine energy. Why do you even need to heal your feminine energy? So you might ask, why would you need to heal your feminine energy? Well, if you are in a relationship right now and you're not very happy, do not leave your partner, because most likely 99.9% the reason why, if you love that person, this only applies to people that really truly love each other. Okay, if you're with someone for any other reason than love, then yeah, that's a different story. But if you do love someone and it seems to be not working out, or you're arguing and you're suffering and you don't understand each other, etc., this will improve your existing relationship. Once you start taking the mushrooms, they will just show you. I'm just giving you like a little bit of a preview of what's going to happen. And if you are single, it will most certainly help you attract love. I will explain how. All right, so traits of the feminine. How do you know if you are in your feminine energy or in your wounded feminine energy, or even in your masculine? There's lots of different traits, but I took the most important ones. So not easily triggered, or I would even say not triggered at all. There's no way that anyone can hurt your feelings. Not even your own child, not even your own husband. If your child triggers you and you feel like your feelings are hurt, you are in your wounded feminine. I can guarantee you that. How do you know you are in your feminine, in your divine feminine? Is that when you love yourself so much and you know who you are, and nobody can possibly trigger you. And if somebody is being mean to you, you are going to look at that person with a lot of compassion and say, I'm so sorry that you are suffering, and I'm so sorry that you are in pain. Only when you are in pain and you are suffering, you would be mean to other people, or you would want to hurt other people, right? We all know hurt people hurt people. So when you're not triggered anymore, that's when you know you are in your divine feminine energy. Creativity. It may seem not important. It is extremely important. A divine feminine is always going to be creative. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be art, it could be singing, it could be dancing. But once you feel creative energy flow, you know you're in your feminine energy. Now, extremely important. A divine feminine communicates her needs. Oh my God, what is this? This was supposed to be boundaries, guys. Sorry. Needs and boundaries. We're not talking about being nasty and being a bitch. We're talking about communication. If you do not communicate your needs and boundaries in an effective way, also, you are going to be a people pleaser and you're going to hurt yourself. And intuition. So, intuition is something that we all have. It is our consciousness. It's when we are able to hear our soul, our consciousness, our spirit guides. It doesn't matter what you call it. And when you can hear your consciousness above your mental chatter, because most of us, we heal, we just listen into our mind and we identify with it and we think that's who we truly are, but that's not it. There's consciousness inside of you that if you just quiet your mind, which psilocybin helps you with, you will be able to hear your intuition. And once you are in your divine feminine energy, you basically go through life just guided by your intuition. All right, now how does psilocybin help? So as you can see, I just copied and pasted the same slide and I literally just added how psilocybin will help you. Now over here it said not easily triggered, right, in the previous slide. But in this slide it says, oh no guys, sorry. But in this slide it says heals your inner child. Yes, that's what psilocybin does. Psilocybin heals your inner child by itself. All you have to do is allow time, go meditate, and take it as a therapy session. I'm not going to have enough time in this workshop to tell you how it does it, but you can go to the previous ones and I explain a little bit more. There's also a lot of videos on my TikTok, so there's a lot of educational resources. When you were a child, you were the most feminine that you've ever been. And then little by little over time, as you have societal expectations or you have experiences or heartbreaks or betrayals or disappointments, you start to learn how to protect yourself a little bit, and you're not as feminine and innocent anymore as you were as a child. Now you are going into your masculine energy little by little, little by little. Every time you have to protect yourself, defend yourself, take care of yourself. Even take care of yourself. If it's as simple as carrying heavy bags, you are in your masculine energy, guys. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. It's going to enhance your creativity. I think we all know about psilocybin, what it does to your creativity. If you don't know, go watch the other workshops or you can do your research. Now, it unblocks your throat chakra out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you just start speaking up for yourself. Again, that's in the other workshop. Now, the most important thing, it connects you with your higher self. Once you get in touch with your intuition, trust me, you are good. That's it. Not only you get in touch with it, you actually trust it. You know the difference between your mind and your higher self. It's going to take a little time with psilocybin, depending if you're going to take microdosing. It's going to take a longer. It's going to take a couple of months maybe to get to that point. If you're macrodosing, it's going to take you a couple of hours to get to that point. If you're mini dosing, it's going to take you a couple of weeks to get to that point. So about the schedule, we can talk separately. So what happened to your inner child? Why do you even have to connect to your inner child? Well, different things. I only chose 4, but there's many, many other ones. And I would say the major ones are heartbreaks. And I think all of us had heartbreaks. And we think that It's something that's helping us become stronger, more wise, and more careful next time we date, but in reality, it's just hurting us. Well, of course, it's teaching us something too. Depends on what kind of heartbreak you had, but that creates that masculine energy. And as you can see, I put a little girl inside, and then the woman that's all around, sorry guys, that's masculine energy. So, of course, cultural norms. I put a lady here working at the office. Right now, since my awakening, I do not believe that us women should be doing that. I really, truly don't believe that. We should not be sitting there working in the office for 8, 9 hours straight, because we actually should be home with our children. If you want to work, okay, you can work, but it shouldn't be a job like that that's killing you. As a woman, you should not be spending hours and hours and hours in an office somewhere. I don't believe that we should have jobs like this. I had a teaching job in the Department of Education, which completely destroyed me as a woman, destroyed me as a mother. I feel like I wasn't there for my son because simply I was just completely exhausted and drained from that job. So I realized that my son's diet was suffering because of that, and just many other things. So I walked away from the Department of Education, and right now I'm doing other things that are much more healthier for me, but also bring me income. Now, social media. Please, please, ladies, please check your For You page and just kind of analyze yourself. What kind of content do you have on your social media? Because whatever you have on your page, on your For You page, is what you resonate with. So if you see content like men hating, men are this and men are that, and we should be single and we don't need men, I'm sorry, you need to switch that content. It is not true. It is a complete lie. You are resonating with women that are miserable and not happy. You need to go resonate with different type of content. We love men. We need men. We would not be women without men. Please change the content on your For You page. Start looking at a totally different content like a happy relationship. On your For You page, you have a content like men are narcissists, all the negative things about men. That means that that's what you believe and you resonate with that, and you don't want to resonate with that. You want to resonate with men being masculine, with men being absolutely, you want to resonate with beautiful, amazing relationships, with love, with masculine men and feminine women. You want to resonate with a beautiful family or a beautiful home. Start rewiring your brain. Okay, so that's what happened to your inner child, is the social media and things like that, and whatever is being put into your mind, which is actually not true. And of course, family values. We all come from different family cultures, especially here in this country. I grew up in Russia. We pretty much had the same family values everywhere, but over here we have different ones, right? I should give you an example. My man is Puerto Rican and I'm Russian. For the first about 2 years of our relationship, we were fighting over parenting styles because he truly believes in his, and I truly believe in mine, but none of our parenting styles is correct. It's only what we got from our families and from our culture. Now, once you start taking psilocybin, you start thinking completely independently from any cultural values, from any family values, from any societal programming. You start thinking completely in terms of intuition. All right, so that's what happened to your inner child. Now, how do we get the inner child back? Well, the psilocybin is going to get your inner child back. It does heal your wounds. So if you had the heartbreaks, if you did have heartbreaks or some kind of wounds, it's going to heal your wounds. Again, I don't have enough time in this workshop to show you how. There's other ones that tell you, or you can talk to me directly. I will explain. Now, it shows you your role as a woman. And I put a mother here, but your role is not just being a mother, obviously, but just think about it. God made you this way for a reason. You are sensitive, you are nurturing, you are loving, you are emotional for a reason. Why do you think that reason is? Because your role as a woman is to be all of that. Your role is not to be strong. Your role is not to be independent. Your role is not to go fight with men and tell them that you can do whatever they can do. You have a role as a woman, and a man also has a role as a man. Do not take his role. Fall into your feminine energy and do what you are meant to be, and the psilocybin is going to show you. Now you're going to have to switch your content, obviously, and that's going to happen intuitively. As psilocybin starts to do its work on you, you are going to immediately notice how your For You page changes. Most likely in the beginning, you're going to be watching completely different content. You're going to be watching something about love and nature and relationships and parenting and being a mother and etc. I don't know what it is, but you will see that the content is going to drastically change by itself. And when it comes to family values and cultural programming, it will reveal your limiting beliefs. It will show you, you will literally look at your parents, at your family, and you're going to say, wait, I don't think that they were right about this, and that. But it's okay. They did the best that they could, and now I'm able to see right through it. So I am going to be able to go through my life guided by my intuition, reprogram my subconscious mind, and be free from this wiring that was given to us by society. If you are in a relationship, healing your feminine energy will help you a very, very much. It will be a game changer for your relationship. Now, you will have empathy for your partner. So much empathy. You're going to feel so connected with your partner that you're not going to be triggered as much, and you're not going to be angry anymore, and you're not going to feel like a victim. You are going to understand that your partner, they have their side of the story, you have your side of the story, and you both need to find a common ground instead of fighting against each other. You're going to realize that you are on the same team and you are fighting for the same thing, not against each other. You're not on opposing teams. You're on the same team if you're in a relationship. So you got to figure it out. And psilocybin is going to show you how to figure it out, because you're going to have that empathy for your partner. Now you're going to identify your own triggers, because we always think that we are the victim in a relationship. You're going to identify your own triggers and you're going to say, oh wow, I'm sorry, that was my own trigger, like that was not you. And once those are healed, you're going to have a much better relationship with your partner. Now, yes, you are only working on yourself. Yes, you are. Leave your partner alone for this journey. For this particular journey, you're only working on yourself. Never ever try to change your partner. The only thing you can do is change yourself. I promise you, once you change yourself, your partner will mirror you, and your partner will just energetically change. It's like a miracle. It really is. And of course, you're going to have a lot of gratitude. Gratitude is so powerful that it actually even makes you healthy physically. Like, that's how powerful that is. Once you feel a lot of gratitude for your relationship, for your life, for whatever it is, you are going to raise your vibration. And once your vibration is raised, you're going to notice that things are just simply working out for you. Everything seems to just fall in your lap once you raise your vibration. And of course, the most important thing is psilocybin rewires your brain, and it can rewire your brain for anything, for a healthier path. Whatever needs to be changed in your life, psilocybin will help you rewire your brain. So if you want to be with your partner and you love your partner, you are going to be able to rewire your brain for a better relationship. All right, if you are single, this will help you attract the love of your life. And again, you might think, oh, it worked for you, it's not going to work for me. If you work with this medicine, the medicine is going to show you. So as I said before, you are going to raise your vibration. Once you raise your vibration and you are in your feminine energy, you are going to be on a completely different frequency, along with other high vibrational events, circumstances, and men and people. So if you raise your vibration and you match that frequency, you are going to meet a completely different caliber of men and just people in general. If you don't have any triggers anymore, right? You are in your feminine, healed feminine, divine feminine energy. If you don't have any triggers anymore, then you're not going to have any issues anymore either. If somebody's not good for you, you're just going to walk away and say, I'm sorry, it's just not for me, because you don't feel like a victim anymore, and you take responsibility for your own life. And that's it. Your trauma is not going to be standing in the way of your relationship anymore, or even meeting someone. You are going to attract a masculine man. And yes, there are masculine men out there. You might think all men are feminine. That's what you think because that's the men that you attract, because you are in your masculine energy. When you are in your feminine energy, you are going to attract a masculine man. Trust me. A masculine man will sniff masculine energy from a woman from a mile away. So if you are in your masculine, then you probably never even met a masculine one, or maybe you did meet but didn't get to interact with him because he already knew you were in your masculine. He's looking for a feminine woman, so you are going to attract that man. And of course, if you are single and you don't have a man, you are going to rewire. If you're single and you really want love, or if you're single and you think that you don't want love, that is an illusion. Your brain is lying to you. Your brain is trying to protect you. And the real truth is your soul always, always seeks love, fulfillment, and joy. Always, always. So if your brain is constantly trying to protect you and telling you, you don't need this, you don't need that, you're better off alone, you're happier by yourself, that's bullshit. Tell your brain to go shut up. Your soul wants love. And psilocybin is going to help you rewire your brain for love. And if you work with me, I will send you exercises and meditation. And if you want to take a course, I even have a course for that. And all right, so how do you do it? Oh, okay, I did include directions. I didn't realize I did. So you will microdose for 2-3 months, right? It's a treatment. Actually, I made this presentation a few weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to record it, and since then a lot of things happened, so I'm actually going more right now with my clients into mini dosing. Microdosing is, it works for people that are already healed. It's better for maintenance and integration, but people that are, especially women, I work with a lot of women, that they still need to heal. Microdosing is a very slow process, so we're looking into mini dosing now with my clients, and it's working better. Anyway, so you do have to do daily meditation. There are different types of meditation for this particular journey if you want to attract love or heal your relationship with your current partner or boyfriend. For that, there will be different type of meditation. So, but the meditation is extremely important. Shadow work. So psilocybin heals your trauma and aka does shadow work for you. You don't need to go and write things down and try to get into the old memories. Psilocybin will just bring it all up, right? So it will do the shadow work on you. Once that your shadow comes out or your trauma comes out and you're healed, it's not going to be overnight. It's going to take a few weeks, few months. You will raise your vibrational frequency. I talked about it before, right? Vibrational frequency is you're going to be a totally different, a whole different level of vibration, and you're going to attract circumstances and people and men that match your vibration. Self-care is non-negotiable. On this journey of healing your feminine energy, self-care, and I'm not talking about nails and hair, I'm talking about meditation, nature walk, grounding in the grass, taking baths, whatever it is, but going within and taking care of your body, mind, and soul is non-negotiable. If you are a very busy person, which is the case with some of my clients, they have a full-time job, they have children, they have husbands, they have a household. If you are busy, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have to find at least one day a week for a few hours where you will take a mini dose of psilocybin and you're going to engage in self-care. Non-negotiable, guys. Sorry. Creative expression, it's gonna come out intuitively. I don't know if you were already doing something. If you already like art, music, or singing or anything like that, you're gonna love it even more. If you don't do any creative things, you probably will want to. Education is extremely important on this journey. I'm that person who tries to give you as much education as much as I possibly can, but of course you will be doing your own research and maybe your own books. The universal algorithm probably will throw something your way that you will want to look at or read or listen to a podcast or whatever it is. Spirituality is a very big part of this. So healing your feminine energy is already spiritual as it is, right? And plus with the mushrooms, so you will have mystical experiences. You will connect with your higher self, which is your consciousness, and you're going to be able to basically get wisdom from your more intelligent self. Ladies, if you are interested in the course, I always start everybody the same. I always give them as much guidance as I possibly can. Give them the samples, I give them the microdoses, I give them guidance for the first at least month. Most of the times we become friends and we stay in touch anyway, but even if you are a stranger to me, I will give you guidance for the first month because I want you to succeed. I want this to work. I don't want you to end up in a roadblock somewhere and then stop and not let me know that you stopped, right? Because that happened a few times and I don't want this to happen again. I want to walk you through your first month. Now, if you are interested in the course, this is just a curriculum, a sample curriculum, Heal Your Feminine Energy with Microdosing. It is 4 weeks long, just like all my other courses, 5 assignments per week. Plus, obviously, on the weekend, you are integrating and spending time with your family and with your loved ones and whatever it is, creativity, whatever it is you're doing, you're practicing integrating during the weekend. During the week, you're going to get 5 assignments. I will post them, but you complete them at your own pace. So this is like a self-pacing course, but at the same time, I'm there posting assignments for you. So really quickly, week 1, we work on healing your inner child. You will identify your wounds to your feminine spirit. And we're going to identify some masculine traits because you definitely have them and we're going to have to get rid of them. Do not take it offensively. Masculine does not mean you look like a man. Masculine means that you are doing things that a man should be doing. Like I tell some people, you're carrying these heavy bags right now while your husband is sitting on the couch. You are in your masculine energy. Don't complain later on that he's not being masculine enough because you are doing it. Yeah, and okay. And a woman probably would say, well, what am I supposed to do if he's lazy and he's not doing it? Well, I'll teach you what you're supposed to do, or mushrooms will teach you. Week 2, self-love. Mushrooms are really generally all about self-love, but we are gonna learn about self-love on week 2. And again, when I'm teaching you guys, I use books because like I said, I read many books, and instead of giving you a whole bunch of books to read, I will just take out the chapters or the things that I want to utilize for you as a teacher. I guess obviously that's what I do. You embrace the difference between masculine and feminine. That is extremely important. You need to know what your role is and what their roles are, so you don't end up doing the masculine's role and therefore hurting yourself. And okay, of course, we're going to look at the limited beliefs that you have and we're going to change them. We're going to work on raising your vibration on week 3, and you'll unlock the secret to raising your vibrational frequency. Now, as Joe Dispenza says it, brain and heart coherence, that's what we're trying to achieve here with psilocybin and with all this knowledge and information that I'm giving you. And I'm going to ask you, we're going to have discussion. So, for example, a question here: are you able to differentiate between your mind and your consciousness? And literally a few days ago, my twin flame and I, my partner, recorded an episode, and I asked him that question, and he said that he doesn't, which was, wow, okay, so my own twin, I still have to work on him because he still does not know the difference between when his mind is talking and when his soul is talking. Now, once you have that skill, you can become a conscious creator, and that's what I teach you on week 4. The book that we're working with is You Are the Way, and I'm going to teach you how to use the laws of the universe. That's another book, but I already summarized it in the assignment. You're going to learn how to use the laws of the universe to create a desired reality. And towards the end, we are going to have a discussion at what is stopping you from creating your desired reality, because there will be a few more limiting beliefs left by the end of the month, and you will just know what to focus on from then on. And that's it, ladies. So this is a lot. I get it. It's a lot of information. I don't know when I'm going to send you this. It depends on the client. But if I sent you this workshop before you started microdosing, I know most of this is not going to make any sense. It's not going to resonate with you, probably. I'm just assuming. If I send you this workshop when you already microdosing, it's probably going to make a lot of sense to you. So it depends on at what stage you're going to get this. But anyway, if you are interested in the class, reach out to me. But I always say for the first month or so, go on your own self-exploration. If you have any questions, you can call me and text me, and I will always help you. I will always answer you, always. But if you are stuck And if you have serious issues, if you feel like the mushrooms are kind of helping but not really, but that you need something more, that's when you can reach out for the course. It's only $99, by the way. So I make everything very affordable. Because I have a job. I'm a teacher. My husband is a fireman. We have income. This is not going to pay my bills. These courses and these mushrooms, I do this just because I want to help other people. But since I do the work, it has to be paid. So $99, I think it's a very, very affordable price for changing your whole life. Okay, ladies, this workshop is over. I will see you next time.